from the bridge from the hill to 108 South Road. In 2020, we moved again from 108 South Road to 88 High Street, Southall. When we moved, that shop was empty for a good 2 months. Then we found out some guy has taken over and he's opening a Chicks' Grill there with one of my ex-employees, whose name is Azam. 5-6 weeks ago, he's gone and changed the name to Shahi Nan Kabab. And he's been going around saying that, you know, they can't do nothing about it, what can they do, this and that. But he's dead wrong, because I'm going all the way, you know, I'm going to spend whatever it needs to be spent, you know, and, you know, so I'm going to make sure I see him in court. Assalamu alaikum, my name is Shahi Aslam. I'm the original owner of Shahi Nan Kabab. What my father is still, Muhammad Aslam. He started in 1969 with his brother on the hill, as everyone knows it. He was there for a good 48 years, I would say. Then we just moved a bit further down next to the Punjab Bank and next to Moors in between that at 108 South Road. We operated there for about, I would say, 4 years. See, with that shop, it was on lease, so we decided to move because the rent was a bit too much. COVID started and a bit of pressure was on the business. This is our own premises at 88 High Street, Southall. It's a 3-story building. We own it, and we decided that we're going to be here now for good. They started from the bridge, and then we went on. His brother and my father actually went their own ways. My dad's brother, Afzal Khan, he opened one next to the police station, which was demolished about 6 years ago approximately. I would say about 10 years later, he opened one on Northport Avenue. Okay, so then when he opened that one, my dad and him went into a bit of a competition. So my dad opened one over here, opposite him. Yeah, they did it together as a fish and chip shop. It didn't work out, and then they only knew how to do Shahi Nan Kabab, so my dad opened Shahi Nan Kabab. So it wasn't in spite of my dad's brother, I mean, him, but it was just, you know, one of those things. He opened there, he operated there for a good, what, I would say, I think 10, 12 years there. It was very successful. He decided that he wanted to franchise this business. But he didn't franchise it, he was selling the name on.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Farooq Hamid. We are one next to Lidl on the high street. We've taken over this one since early 90s. It's been here since the 80s. The original one that opened was back on the bridge. And the owner offered it to us, this bunch, and my father took it over. He's no more, and I've been running this business for the past 13 years now. But obviously I've been coming in his lifetime previously, so I've been here for about 20 years now, coming in this bunch. And alhamdulillah, we've been established. People know us, our food, our taste, and our specialties, our shish kebab and our chicken doner.
Shepherd's Bush apparently is his, my father. He didn't franchise it, he was selling the name on. So that's what he did in Tooting as well, in Wembley as well. They're no longer there now, they closed down. He did that in Birmingham as well, that's still there, Stratford Road. We just sold our share there approximately 11 years ago. So we have nothing to do with that shop either. This is the only branch that we are involved in. And my dad's brother's branch obviously is in the family as well, that's with us as well. The one on Northcote Avenue, it's a small shop, yeah. This one I opened about 15 years ago as a Shahi Nan buffet. I thought I'd try the buffet idea. So invested a lot of money in it on the buffet table. I don't know if you've been, there was a buffet table here. It was very busy, but we weren't making a profit. I mean, it was in Southall. People were like stealing food in bags and, you know, overdoing it with the food, wastage of food. And the downfall was because I didn't realize that they would want just the kebabs still, you know, they were coming for the kebabs and the chicken tikka and everything. They're not coming for the curries. And they just wanted unlimited on the kebabs, which was, I didn't realize that. And that is what got, you know, stung us. And then I was including the drinks as well for $11.99, I think it was. So we moved from the bridge from the hill to 108 South Road. In 2020, we moved again from 108 South Road to 88 High Street, Southall. When we moved, that shop was empty for a good 2 months. Then we found out some guy has taken over and he's opening a Chick's Grill there with one of my ex-employees, whose name is Azam. We actually approached him to come and join us again, and he didn't want to. So he had something against us, obviously. You know, it shows very clearly. So they went together in partnership. You know, okay. So obviously I didn't know they're going to use my name, so I didn't really mind at that time. You know, then I find out that he's making the kebabs and making the chicken doner. Obviously, you know, if the taste's not there, whatever, but he's still making that. You know, it still looks the same. It's still, you know, the red chutney, the sauce, everything. You know, even if it's not on point. He operated like that for a good 10 months under the name Chick's Grill at 108 South Road. It wasn't working out for them. The business was slow, you know. Obviously you hear things and, you know, this is not working out. The rent is about £3,800 a month, you know. So it's hard to make. I mean, that's why we know, and the electricity and everything it's going to be hard for them. Anyway, so, you know, then they started opening till late. 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning. So this Azim gentleman, he started saying that this is Shahi Nan, but we've changed it to Chick's Grill now. We changed the name. The owner's health and safety record was really bad. You know, they had rats here, rats infestation and all that. So he started telling all our customers this, confusing them, because he was there for 16 years on the hill. So they started believing him, obviously, you know. Obviously there's a doubt, you know. So he was succeeding because he was open till late, so he was stealing a few one customers like that, right? But he wasn't succeeding enough, so 5-6 weeks ago, he's going to change the name to Shahi Nan Kabab. And he's been going around saying that, you know, they can't do nothing about it, what can they do, this and that. But he's dead wrong, because I'm going all the way, you know, going to spend whatever it needs to be spent, you know, and you know, so I'm going to make sure I see him in court.
Okay, Assalamu alaikum. This is a location, you know, next to the Glossy Junction and next to the Moor Food. This is Shahi Nan Kabab and 100% halal HMC. If you try the chicken doner, this is HMC, 100% halal. If you eat the kebab, if you eat the burger, if you eat anything, we don't sell another things, it's just selling 100% HMC halal. And this is original from long time, so before they in the bridge, and now we come here. And the same recipe, if you try, someone told you this is not the original one, this is the fake one. If you eat the food, then you say by yourself. If you like the food, then you recommend which one the original one, which one the fake one. Yeah. In the bridge now, as the bridge is finished, now has come here, and this is 100% HMC. And if you want any proof, I have the proof as well.
What's the motivation behind you pursuing this?
Motivation, my dad, he worked 45 to 80 years, 50 years, you know, in this business. I never saw him as a young child, never for birthdays, for weddings, family weddings. He was always working. You know, he's not that type of person that's going to sit down like a boss and, like, you know, you can ask them, he calls him putta, this and that. You know, that's why they stay with him for so long, 16 years. You know, the guy we're talking about, he wasn't with me for 16 years. That Azam guy, he was working with my dad on the hill for 16 years. Blood, sweat and tears. So anyone to come near, you know, in Southall, and especially over there on that road, and to have the audacity to, you know, use our brand and everything, which is, you know, unacceptable to us, you know.
So, looking to the future, what do you hope will transpire from all of this?
To clear the name, to clear the confusion. You know, there's so much confusion. You Google Shahi Nan on Google it. I mean, like, he's got my telephone number, my landline number. You know, just to confuse it even more. Like, you know, because that telephone number is about 40 years old. I transferred that number here from the hill to here, so people still call, like, you know. So yeah, it's really upsetting actually, you know, because to what he's doing on Deliveroo, he's disturbing my business. It's, of course, it's affecting it. You know, it's not, you know. So it's really, and my dad is not here at the moment as well, he's in Pakistan. You know, maybe if he was here, he could, you know, have a few words of, you know, sabr, you know, wisdom, yeah. And I don't want to tell him over the phone because, you know, obviously you can't explain what's going on the phone.
I mean, they've made some accusations against your branch, claiming that both either this and or the one next to Lidl aren't necessarily as halal as theirs, claiming that they're unsure as to whether you are really halal or haram.
I can bring a certificate down and show you my suppliers.
Yeah, so what would your response be to that?
Well, as I said, I can just show you my certificate and my supplier's name right now, as I'm showing you that I'm the trademark holder. You know, I'll show you right now. I've got office upstairs, so everything's here. So we can clear all the doubts of that. If they want to go down that road, you know, there's no other road to go down for them. So they're taking the halal side now, which is, you know, this is ridiculous, you know.
So you sent a letter over last week through your solicitors?
Yes, through my solicitors, Ardale and Brown, Mr. Jagjit. He sent a letter out to them 7 days ago. They have not responded in writing, and they don't intend to do so, obviously. You know, so now we're taking further action where my barrister will call them to court and start court proceedings. And then, you know, we're seeking compensation on Deliveroo, on Just Eat, on the profits of Shahi Nan Kabab under my name, and we're going to make sure we see this through, you know, by how you know, it's going to be done, you know. My dad made over 6 branches on his own, you know, and ran around London, you know, tooting, Wembley, this and that, you know, and he didn't do it for, you know, idiots like this, claiming that now we don't sell halal food. So that gives you the permission to call yourself our brand. Even if we are not selling halal food, there's still no argument there that, okay, they're not selling halal food, so we, you know, it's like me opening McDonald's, halal McDonald's. I mean, you know, this is a ridiculous statement to make, you know. You can tell what kind of people they are with statements like this. I'm just so glad that you've come here and that I've got a chance to clear my name, because every time I think about it, it stresses me out. And it's an emotional topic, actually, to tell the truth, you know, because you have to explain it every day. You know, now it's every day. You know, Lidl was okay. You know, everyone knew, okay, he sold that. They got the story. Now he's gone and opened this. It's completely confused the whole story again. You know, when I saw all this legal matters out with these people and clear the name, and you know, I am thinking about, because I'm trademark holder, so I'm thinking about doing something with other Shahi Nans, telling them to change maybe a little bit, you know, end the confusion. What is the point of me having this when I have to explain myself all the time? Okay, so this is the bottle we introduced, I think about 2 years ago. It's sold for £4. You can keep it for up to 3 months in the fridge. It tastes exactly the same. I'm saying that because everyone's saying it's the same. It's exactly the same. We literally make it here, you know, so it's freshly made. It's not made anywhere else. It's made by us, and it's my father's recipe, the one he used all those years. Our speciality is, guys, the chicken doner, the kebabs, you know, the mix. Like, all I can say is it's all fresh cooking in front of you. We get many people from out the area, Birmingham, Slough, Harrow. I mean, you know, East London, people are coming for our chutney and the chicken doner mix. Generations and generations, so people's granddads have come and they're telling me my granddad used to come here, the father used to come, and now the son is coming, so it's carrying on. We haven't changed the recipe at all, you know, and people notice that this taste is still there. If you haven't tasted it, guys, come down. 88 High Street, Southall, the original owner, son, my father, Muhammad Aslam, who started it. Okay, we look forward to seeing you, inshallah, and thank you very much.
FtLion.